The IBU World Cup traveled west from Austria to a new World Cup venue in Lenzerheide, Switzerland, site of next season's World Championships. Lenzerheide would also become a defining battleground for the overall World Cup lead going into the New Year's break, as well as a nice breakout weekend for the US biathlon team. But first, let's get a little insight into World Cup newcomer Grace Castanguay's pre-race routine in Lenzerheide.
Good morning, biathlon fans. Jackie has joined me for a lovely cup of coffee and some boiled eggs. I'm doing a little shakeout spin bike right now because the legs are feeling pretty full of lactic acid. I'm watching a vlog.
Whose vlog?
I'm watching Ingrid Tendervold's vlog.
Oh, your inspiration?
Yeah, I'm raising her tomorrow though, so
nice.
Don't tell her. So now we are on the range. I normally do 4 magazines of just range loops to warm up.
In the women's sprint, French Olympic champion Justine Brissaud-Boucher, coming back from maternity leave last season, put the perfect shooting score together with a blistering top form ski speed to take her 7th career win ahead of clean shooting Norwegian World Cup leader Ingrid Landmark-Tendervold in second, with Lisa Fitozzi of Italy also clean in third. American Deidre Irwin capitalized on great ski form as well at this high-altitude venue to produce one of her best ski performances ever on the World Cup, while simultaneously shooting clean to grab her World Cup best finish, finishing in 8th place, the clear high point for US biathlon so far this season. While Irwin celebrated a landmark day for her, Grace Castanguay finished the day with 1 miss in 74th place, and Jackie Garso finished 80th with 3 penalty misses. Castanguay, in just her 2nd World Cup start, is negotiating the jump up from the IBU Cup to her first season on the World Cup.
The difference is between the IBU Cup and World Cup, the biathlon is still the same. I still get up and do my pre-race jog, but definitely there was a lot of adjustments my first World Cup last week, just with all the cameras and all these biathlon superstars. It's easy to get a little bit sidetracked. And another really huge difference is the noise. It is so loud, and it's just like an eruption of noise. You can barely hear yourself think. Once you put all the distractions aside, it's the same thing.
The German men continued their renaissance in Lenzerheide in the men's 10-kilometer sprint, with 4 men in the top 6, and Benedikt Doll taking the 5th victory of his long career on a clean shooting performance. He held off Johannes Tingesbø of Norway by 5.4 seconds and teammate Philip Navrath by 36 seconds, each with a single miss on the day. While Sean Doherty led the US biathlon team with a 1-miss 27th place finish, Vincent Bonacci used his 12th World Cup start to crack the top 50 for the first time in his young career, finishing 49th with 1 miss, and 1 spot behind US teammate Jake Brown, who had 2 misses in 48th. Campbell Wright finished 72nd with 2 misses. Justine Brissaud-Boucher had a double-digit lead to start the women's 10-kilometer pursuit, but she and her 2 closest pursuers, Tendervold of Norway and Fitozzi of Italy, all missed a shot in the first shooting stage, which welcomed clean-shooting French teammate Julia Simon into 2nd place. Deidre Irwin, who started 8th, held her position on the first loop to the first shooting, but missed 2 shots and fell down the rankings to 22nd. After the second shooting stage, Brissaud-Boucher and Simon would continue to hold French court at the front of the field despite 2 misses by each over the next 3 shooting stages. The duo putting up to 1 minute and 18 seconds over the rest of the field at the widest margin to finish 1st and 2nd comfortably. American Deidre Irwin finished the day in 21st, hitting 18 for 20. It didn't take long for Johannes Tingesbø and his Norwegian teammates to flip the tables on the high-flying German men in the 12.5-kilometer pursuit, as he and his Norwegian teammates capitalized on German misses, responding likewise with hits. Then had an inter-squad grudge match for the win on the final stop on the shooting range. JT Bø cleaned his final 5 shots when it mattered most to ski away for his 76th career victory, leading a sweep of the podium for Norway, with Emil Strømsheim scoring his first career podium in 2nd, and Sturlaholm Lagreit in 3rd. Bø's win put him in the yellow bib for the first time this season. 3 American men qualified for the pursuit, the best showing so far this season, but Jake Brown was forced to sit out. Doherty would miss 4 shots on the day, crossing the line in 37th, while Bonacci, in his first World Cup pursuit, ended his day with the same shooting score, moving up 1 spot from his start position from 49th to 48th at the finish. Justine Brissaud-Boucher's sprint pursuit double suddenly put her just 32 points shy of the yellow World Cup leaders bib in 2nd place. On a tear of her own, American Deidre Irwin used a World Cup best, 8th place in the sprint and 21st in the pursuit, to grab a spot in her 3rd mass start of her career, reserved for just the elite 30 of the World Cup field. Despite multiple lead changes over the course of the mass start and allowing others to lead at will, Brysa Boucher simply stayed on task, arriving to the final shooting stage perfect on the range and alone by 20 seconds. She proceeded to knock down all 20 shots on the day to ski away for a triple victory in Lenserheide and the World Cup lead into the New Year's break. Swedish sisters Elvira and Hanna Oberg finished second and third respectively. Shooting a perfect 20 for 20 on the day, Irwin closed out the calendar year for 2023 with a personal second World Cup best of 13th place to wrap things up. Deidre reflects on her great weekend in Switzerland to close out the calendar year.
Doing my cool down ski after a long, amazing weekend here. Just incredible to have 2 of my races go clean. Just unreal. I'm just, as you can tell, very emotional with all the crying I've been doing, and it is really just a dream come true to have all of this come together. So thanks to everyone back home who's watching. Thanks to all the USA fans here who are cheering. Being able to share this weekend with so many amazing people who have helped me get to this point is just so cool. I can't wait to come back here next year for Worlds. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you in Oberhof.
Norway's Johannes Tingus Bø once again used his superior speed on the tough ski tracks and mental toughness on the shooting range to take his 77th career win, again leading a Norwegian sweep of the podium for the second straight day in the men's mass start. JT Bø came into the weekend ranked 3rd and leaves Switzerland into the New Year's break with a commanding 73-point lead of the World Cup standings. World Cup stop number 3 was a step forward for a US Biathlon in Lenserheide. Have a happy holidays, and we'll see you in Oberhof. For US Biathlon, I'm Chad Sommel.
If anyone wants to know the boys in their free time,
You distracted me.
They
You
just-
distracted
they
me.
just
You
game.
distracted me. Yeah, well, I'm stretching, so I'm multitasking.